Good morning, Solomon here. It's January 3rd, 2024. I got with me Legos, the Bro Thor. That is what I used to be like. Video games, pizza, the couch. You know, I get it. The leisure lifestyle, not giving a fuck. I was collecting unemployment. You know, life seemed impossible to me until I started making six figures. So, just being in that mindset that I can change, I can have an impact in the world, or at least make enough money to thrive, to afford my own place. How do you do it? I'm self-reflecting. You know, this is how I started. Changing. The power of habit. Power of habit, okay? You know, I filled it out myself. Read through it. You know, I've got it on 50% off. That's why the pages here are blank. I just started off real slow. And my karma wheel, my habit wheel. You know, I don't even think I even did that in May, June. Okay, let's start off in June. So I got it sometime in June. Okay, so the things that were first important to me, like a caveman: walking, exercise, sunlight, read a book, quality sleep, eat well, shower, and work. These things I identified as important. Walking outside, exercise, sunlight, and reading a book. So I would rarely read a book. That's just me. I should be reading more, sleeping, eating well, shower, and work. I just had a checklist for all those things, believe it or not. Not like I was struggling with them. I just wanted to be thankful and be grateful for the things that I automatically kind of like equipped each and every day. And so I just check off the times that I work and the things that I go through every day, anything significant. There's been a funeral. I went to the park with my friends and stuff, which I usually don't, because otherwise I'm just working. Sometimes I just document down what I do. Like I went to Jersey City. You know, I went to the dentist. Anything out of the ordinary other than working. And so time would go by, get out of bed, go to work. So there would be days I just documented it on paper, old school. Then my list of stuff would evolve: eat well, meditate, work. And we just have a checklist, and I will just keep working. And every day, people are always going to ask the same question: How do I make money? You know, I need to scam people. I need to scam more people. I need more money. And blah blah blah. More mouths to feed. Blah blah. I have kids to feed. Child support. You know, every single motherfucking day. This is how you do it. So calm the fuck down. I am showing you how to do it. So, you know, every day you go to school, you go to work. Shut the fuck up and just go to work, and go to work. Okay? And your taxes and shit. And that's it. And then the next day, the next month, you know, just make sure you got your top things, priorities right. Work, exercise, eat well, meditate, read, journal, fun, and sleep. You know, fun. I've been documenting how much times one time I went to the club in the month of September. So that's how I know how much fun I've been getting. Yeah. So that's how you make money. And what do you mean? I don't know how to make money. It's because you never went to school. You never reached out and got a job anywhere, because you're an asshole. This maybe you may be too much of an asshole, but you know, you probably get a job anywhere, starting at McDonald's, Starbucks, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, whatever. I work at the hospital. I made my way because I wasn't because I graduated from Rutgers University, which I did. You know, if it wasn't that, then I would have to be an engineer, lawyer, or a doctor. Since I wasn't smart enough to be any of those, ultimately, after having these shit-stained jobs, I landed in the unemployment office, and then they have a list there called the in-demand jobs, which the government is more than willing to fund for. So out of that list, you have to select whatever it is, maybe IT or, in my case, radiology. The radiology department just happens to be one of the gold mines, medical industrial complexes that just can keep generating money, just like the government prints out money. The hospitals can just keep printing out X-ray images. As long as there's a reading doc. You're never going to be a doctor. You're never going to be a lawyer. So shut the fuck up, please, about all these crazy dreams. Although some people actually surprised me. One of the transporters started from the very bottom, and he's now a doctor. Currently, he's still young, very young looking, and a doctor. So there's maybe one out of 1,000 guys are like this. But for most of you, shut the fuck up about being a doctor. And you're just not going to be your own Ali Abdul simply because you're just not mentally fit enough. I'm not even mentally fit enough, but I already know that about myself. I'm lacking in many areas, and I just do whatever I need to do to make enough money to survive. So that was my pro tip for your survival, getting the Power of Habit journal. So make sure you get the Power of Habit journal for 2024 if you want to change your life. That's how I changed. This is the first time ever I've made $100,000. I have done many stupid things, but this wasting the least amount of time, just get this book. Okay, everyone's always telling you read a book, which was one book that you would pick up for your own fucking self to make the most money, run everyone else over. Just think about your own wallet and your own health, maximizing who you are. Just pick up this book. Second to this book would be Marcus Aurelius's Meditations on how to not give a fuck about what anyone else thinks about you. You just have to selfishly tackle every single little facet of your life that will make you into the best version of you. And you have to be selfish about it because no one else is going to fucking do it for you. Okay? Everyone else is going to try to take your money or scam you. That is true. But you're the only person who can invest in yourself because you are you. If you can have angel investors somehow invest in your company, and you're the one scamming people to get people to invest in your company, great. Like if you're Jeff Bezos or something, and God forbid you're an actual scammer, then go to hell. But for most normal ass people who are trying to do good, this is the kind of stuff you gotta do. Whether you want to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. in the morning and work, that is up to you. I don't know how that works, okay? More likely than not, if you're capable, if you have that mental capacity to and you know what you're doing and you know what you have to do, then yes, waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning is great. But for most people, what the hell are you supposed to be doing after exercising and taking a cold plunge and doing these things? You're supposed to be cold calling people at 6 a.m. in the morning? It doesn't make any sense. Does anyone hear you run your mouth at those times? I don't know exactly how that works or how you make money at those times of the day. It's just kind of weird. The stock markets aren't even open. The trading floor is not even open at those times for normal ass people. It's just what the fuck are you smoking on those times? I don't know, but the next best thing that I'm trying to pull off right now, not only trying to set up this camera, but is meditation. I am going to meditate with you. Okay. So I'm trying to find the position where to perfectly put this camera so you can see what I'm doing. After I've talked all this bullshit, made 6 figures, made all this money. Money is not going to change you. Okay, $1 million, fine, here's your $1 million. That's not going to change you. If you have that in possession with you, that $1 million, what would you do with it? I wouldn't do anything. I would just sit on it and collect the interests from CDs, bonds, or, just very safe stocks. S&P 500 company stocks, just because of the less risk. I'm not here to get rich. I'm just trying to maintain the money because there's too many scammer fucks and Indians out there that just don't know how to manage money, just because they're so naturally, either they came from some like really, really bad scarcity mindset, or they're just addicted to money, or everyone's just addicted to money and selfish and assholes. I recommend reading Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. You just gotta do your own thing. After you're being this selfish fuck, you have to be yourself. You have to be you. Otherwise, you're just gonna be this person that just keeps consuming. You're just gonna go around, believe in instant gratification. And I don't blame you. Yeah, you want to go to the parties and get girls and get drunk and whatever, but over the long run, can you sustain that lifestyle? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. I've never deviated off the path of just being frugal, about being a cheap Chinese, or a better, more like philosophical term would be like stoic, just being kind of like quiet and not giving a fuck about whatever everyone else does. It's just, this is what I do in my, if I had money or if I didn't have money. It's just, I don't want to be someone who is a victim of social validation. I'm doing things because I want people to like and subscribe my videos. I'm doing something on Instagram or Facebook so I can show off to people so that they can like and subscribe to my videos or whatever the fuck. That is a god-awful existence for me, that I'm constantly trying to seek approvals from others, whereas I can't even, be confident within myself to like and, invest in myself, because I don't believe in myself. I always have to chase something. I also always have to buy the new Apple stock at Google or Facebook or IBM or Microsoft stock, because they're the best S&P 500 companies with the best profit margins. And within all that time, like, who cares about my thousands of dollars? These companies have millions, have billions. Like are they gonna give a shit about your 10 or 20, 100 shares in the company? Probably fucking not. You get to vote. After that, your 4-year wears off, that you're just like this peon in the stock market, which they do respect the fact that, and send letters and vote ballots to you. But other than that, like, it's just not significant enough for me. Like, will all this money, will I have a high return from investing in the short term? No. I mean, it's just like 10, 20, 30, 40 year time frames. It's too fucking long. So what can I do for myself to improve overnight? How do I invest in myself? See, here's what you gotta do. You gotta meditate. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I know that this is not the sexiest thing in the world to be doing, but it works. Because it works, because the ancients did it, the yogis did it, because it works. Because it's setting you on a path where you're not constantly seeking social validation. How many times a day can you walk, up and down, the streets of Miami with your shirt off with a six-pack? I mean, it gets old. It becomes a novelty. At some point, you just stop caring. Just like, I showed off enough. I'm beginning to feel like a billboard advertisement. For me, I would just kind of like, it would be a gimmick. A tease. I'd be teasing. I'm such a tease. People eventually will. Shit will eventually hit the ceiling fan, and the happiness barometer will just be set back the point. And when that happens, people are just going to be the same. They're going to be at home. COVID lockdown. They're just going to be eating 3 meals a day. You have your TV. You have your video games. You have your Pornhub and stuff. And it's just like Groundhog's Day all over again. How much of a consumer can you be? And so you kind of subconsciously that you're being controlled or manipulated into an environment that's just like, the fuck is this? Am I living in the Matrix? Am I just a peon and a cog in the wheel? And the way out or in or wherever the fuck you're trying to go is through meditation. Meditation is the key. Just like I showed you the power of habit, the second one is meditation. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. All this chatter, all this chit chat, you just want to be able to validate yourself. Self-validation. Instead of social validation, you should seek out self-validation. Your own inner confidence. Are you confident? Do you have confidence within yourself? Do you even fucking invest in yourself? Invest in yourself through meditation. You may have all the fancy clothes and whatever and the new ski gear, which is what Chinese people are good at, buying clothes and shit, and working in sweatshops. But when it comes down to playing actual sports or using equipment for said sports, they suck. The last Chinese tennis player was Michael Chan. Ever since him, I don't think I've seen a Chinese tennis player since forever. That's just how it is. You actually have to participate in the sport. You can't just buy things and talk about money all the time. Which is what Chinese people do. They just talk about money all the time. You don't really see them active anywhere, or they're behind the scenes making iPhones and Foxconn. They're never the Steve Jobs. They're never the ones conceptualizing or coming up with new things. They're just too geeky. They're just too, nerdy. They're not coming up with new ideas or good ideas. They're just copycatting shit. You don't want to be that guy. There's a lot of kinds of people. Lots of personalities you don't want to be like. You don't want to be Bro Thor. You don't want to be copycat Chinese. You don't want to be the guy playing World of Warcraft in his mom's basement. Okay? You don't want to be the guy stuck at home during COVID lockdown. So to get out of your body and your mind and to level up, you gotta level up to meditation. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do a total of 10 of these. This is the third one. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So gradually, I will also develop my voice. If you notice, my voice was more raspy and nerdy at the start of this video, until I breathed in through my nose and out through my mouth. Did I sound more confident, or my tone of voice dropped? I had a deeper tone of voice, which is what women actually like. As a guy having a high-pitched voice that only screams out femininity, you don't want that. People are gonna call you out. You're feminine, you're a girly man, whatever it is that has happened to me before, so I know about it. It's better to be like an asshole in real life than it is to try to express your feminine side. People just don't like that shit. And I don't know, especially in America, you have to be ultra masculine, or Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People isn't gonna work for you. And you could be all feminine all you want as a guy, but no one's gonna like you. Girls aren't gonna like you. They're just gonna friend zone you, and guy friends will just be buddy. But ultimately, you probably wouldn't be very attractive to anyone else. For a very long time, I thought it was okay until I wasn't getting what I want. Eventually, you will want to get what you want in life, and that's what you have to do. You have to develop a deeper voice. It's kind of like I'm self-reflecting here. If I was Bubba, and I naturally had a big, deep voice like Tyrone, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care how to do that. But and I don't know if you can distinguish if I'm trying to mimic someone who has a deep voice. This isn't my natural deep voice. I'm actually trying very hard to articulate a man that society would accept, simply because my voice was deeper. I am an asshole jerk. I am a jerk. I am hyper masculine. I am speaking slower to you. I am speaking to you in a deeper voice. And if you're complaining about something, I don't give a fuck. And basically, that's how you're supposed to be masculine in America. I am an asshole, and you're not supposed to give two fucks about anyone else except yourself. I'm an asshole jerk. And next thing you know, you got 2-3 girlfriends at your hand. You're a fat bitch. I've seen this before, and it works. Girls just are attracted to a hyper masculine jerk ass. And if I want a girlfriend, I just have to look her in the eye like this and be a fucking asshole. And that's how it works. That's just how it works. If I continue to be more geeky, have a high-pitched tone voice, like how I'm talking to you right now, trying to be myself, it's not going to work. I love you, I want to be with you, I want to commit to you. Can I be your boyfriend? That kind of shit isn't going to work. It's not going to work, It's not masculine enough. You just have to frame it, Do you have any objections of me being your boyfriend? Instead of asking her, can I be your boyfriend? Oh, she has a boyfriend. That shit's not gonna fly. It's not masculine enough. You just have to be an asshole jerk. You know, do you have any objections of me sitting down and having coffee with you? Do you have any objection with me offering you this coffee, this Starbucks coffee? You have to bring the coffee to her, basically. You know, if your case is that bad, you know, or the latte or the mocha. And if she doesn't like it, then you know, and she's not gonna accept your offering, then you know, shit. Maybe next time, you know, then you know your chances just you know shit. Or if she doesn't have time for you, you know. I don't know, but whatever it is, you have to make the choices, and if you don't make the choices, then you'll just quickly get it ran over and friend zoned. And until that works, you know you don't have your masculinity right. That's what it means to be masculine. And if you're too feminine, you're absolutely fucked as a guy. Or you just want to stay single, then but that's generally how it works. I'm sorry I had to put this in the video. That's just what came out of me. You know, most guys probably don't want to just meditate all day. They probably do naturally chase around girls, and you know someone's just gonna ask the question, "Where's your girlfriend? Who's your girlfriend?" Blah blah blah, girl, and that's what you gotta do. You know, you're not going to have a girlfriend if you're not direct about it, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know who you want, if you don't know how to frame it, if you're always asking the girl, do you have a boyfriend? You know, you're going to make her have to make some kind of decision or have her, you know, choose, you know, and you're going to step back and see, you know, what if a guy just asked her, do you have a boyfriend? Of course she's going to say yes, you know. You know, so you have to be aggressive about it. Somehow you have to be aggressive about it because you know she's gonna have shit going on in her life because she's human. Somehow you have to socially engineer your way into her life. Somehow I have to socially engineer my way into your life. You know, it's just that's how it is. Subconsciously, I'm probably doing that. You know, how does Solomon Chau sell you a product? I'm giving you the best wisdom I have right now, and I may not even be doing it for you. You know, so I'm bouncing around how to make money. What else should you be doing? Meditating, and now I'm talking about girls. Like what the fuck? Is this guy my dad? I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I foresee people struggling with. And continue to struggle with each and every day. Money. So of course I'm gonna talk about money. How to make more money. Just max out your hours at your job and do overtime. And you know what should you be doing on your time off? Meditating, developing your voice, making sure you have a deeper tone, and setting up a more hyper masculine frame, because no one is going to like you. In terms of boy-girl relationships, you can be a funny guy, you can be friend zoned, but ultimately, you know, you're gonna have to take your shot at this X, Y, and Z girl that you want, or you can just continue to be single. That's fine too, but if you want to step up your game, eventually you will have to need a deeper voice, and you will just need to be more controlling. If you're like me, some people are already assholes, are already graduated and don't need no help. They're already Chad, they're already Tyrone. I mean, they were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But for my sake, I'm making this video to talk to like a younger self of me, who's more probably feminine, doesn't care as much as to what he accomplishing what he actually wants in life, and just going off and playing video games and watching porn, which I feel like most young people would gravitate towards because that's the easiest thing to do. Again, that is the easiest thing to do because you've been influenced in the world of consumerism. Good times create weak men. You know, who are the strongest people right now? I would say the Palestinians, because they're being attacked by Israel. You're having very, strong people being developed on the Gaza Strip right now. They're being battle tested right now. You have children that are taking care of their baby siblings who just almost fucking died from a missile. And when that happens, you're put to the test in challenges at an early age. These youngsters who've been through these challenges 10 years from now will be like uber people. They will not care about a money system. They will not care about this and that. They will just be, pure satanically hardworking while you're playing video games and still playing video games and watching porn. These young children in Palestine who had like their families exploded, they'll be 1,000 times stronger than you, because hard times create strong men, and that is the truth. That is the fucking truth. That will breed the next, unfortunately, what we call like terrorists. And yeah, people are gonna fucking die in their name, just because that's how it works. Just because good times create weak men, and that's how Bibi in Israel got attacked. He didn't know that these Islamic jihadists or Palestinians were working hard as fuck to create these missiles to throw at his kitchen, at the people of his people's kitchens. I'm not promoting violence, but that's how it works. Good times create weak men, just like this. I'm just chilling here. What am I doing? I'm meditating because I know. Now I'm aware of this. Something weird happened to me. I lost all my money or whatever, and now I had to go back to the basics. Meditation, following a habit, making as much money as I can. Something happens. There's a missile in your house. You can't be weak no more. You don't have no good times no more. And if you didn't train or prepare during those times, you don't know what the fuck to do. If your parents died tomorrow or whatever, you don't know what the fuck to do. You were never trained. And if you're put in that situation, God forbid you have all of this anxiety attacks and all this shit. But that's exactly what happens. Good times create weak men. Weak men are created through good times. And hard times create strong men. With that said, I'm going to go about my day, do my exercises. I got to train. Tomorrow was my last day. And, shit was going to hit the ceiling fan. And I got to be doing this every single day. Just like that habit tracker. Just because that's how I roll. That's how the SEALs roll. That's how you should be as a human being. Just be prepared. You want to be a swordsman, a jack swordsman in a garden. You want to be overly confident in a garden as opposed to a farmer on the battlefield. You want to be a jacked swordsman in a garden, okay? Think about that. You know how to deal with a situation. You're overly powered. You're OP for the situation. It's like being a young person in an old folks' home. It's like being an adult in a kindergarten. You just become jacked. If you do these things, the exercises, the meditations, the journaling, having a schedule, going in with confidence, going in with the training, going in with the money, You're jacked. People will say yes to you. You can easily convince someone, to join you because you'll be the strongest person there. And that's how it works in prison. If you land in prison or jail, you can defend yourself in whatever situation. And that's how the stronger, Tyrones and Chads work. Because they have it beforehand. They have their shit down beforehand. Okay? The Jets and the Giants and the football player, they have their shit down before going in. They don't train during playing. That's where you have it wrong. You didn't train. So every day, remember the power of habit. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Remember, this video is all about me being that person who has trained, who has gone through shit, who knows what to do. And that is my testimonial. Make sure you like and subscribe. That's what it's got to come down to. This is me. I'm doing it. We're doing it. YouTube, 2024. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.